You know, Greg, back in your own playing days, I'm assuming for you and your teammates, this middle part of the season, it's difficult, isn't it? It's tough to fight through it.
I won't lie. It can be grueling, but we try not to let it get to us. You just take it one game at a time and don't get lost in the ground. Houston is so consistent from out there.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Houston. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Payton. And Pierce pulls it down. Beyond the arc. Shot by Terry, no good. Seattle has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. O'Neal passes to Payton. Back to O'Neal. Mason looking around. O'Neal inside. Pierce on him. O'Neal misses.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Abdul-Rahim's shot is good.
And how about Abdul-Rahim not letting the defense affect that shot, just staying with the task at hand.
Now, here's Payton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And the shot goes in.
Crashes the boards and finishes the play. Love that motor.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. It's Pierce on the wing. Tries the spin move. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
And here is Payton. Here's Houston. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Pierce.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Abdul-Rahim can't hit. Sonics leading by 3. Pass to Houston. Miller outside. A 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Houston's got 6.
That's Houston's sweet spot now, knocking jumpers down off the catch.
On the wing, Jason Terry. Defended by Payton. Outside Terry. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Seattle has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And he makes that one. He's got 8.
You love the efficiency that Houston scores and plays with. Takes smart shots all the time.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Left side, O'Neal. Here's Payton. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Celtics. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
Well, I think for Boston, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now here's Terry. Hasn't made one yet. Pierce could.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
Stolen by Pierce. Pass to Dell. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Hey, Terry.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. It's taken away by Payton. Right side O'Neal. And here is Payton. 5 to shoot. The 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Inside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And that one misses. Sonics leading by 6. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. Coach told me that preparing for Paul Pierce is all about maintaining discipline. He said he needs to earn his points. Getting into foul trouble makes the night easier for them. If he bursts into the middle, we can't look for an easy way out. Sounds like they'll play him straight up. Hope that's enough. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Terry. Scoreless thus far. Here's for 3. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Houston. O'Neal is double. Payton passes to Miller. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Look, it is good.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Now here's Terry. Last game he had 12. Here's Abdul-Rahim. That shot, no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Houston. Pass to Payton. Good work defensively by Terry. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Pierce. On the wing, Terry. A baseline J. And that one comes up a bit short. Seattle leading by 8. O'Neal on the wing. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Here's Houston. Good, nice job down low. Houston's got 10 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Outside, O'Neal. Here's Houston. Pierce covering. Here's Miller. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Miller's got his second bucket tonight.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Here's Cisse. O'Neal does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Now here's Terry. Still without a basket. Right side, Pierce. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Goldwire. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Sonics lead by 10. Austin's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's McCarty, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Sonics leading by 8. Here's Goldwire. Pass to Houston. Miller with a screen on Pierce. Driving the lane. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 6 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there. Who's got Gary?
Baden outside. 1:41 left to play here in the first. To the inside. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. The wide open look here for Terry. It's rebounded by Krobniak. Sonics leading by 10. O'Neal inside. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's McCarty. Defended by Payton. Here's Crotty. 6 to shoot. The Celtics working the ball around now.
When Terry isn't scoring, he's dropping dimes. Great passer. So when he has the ball, be on the lookout.
Seattle has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Screen by O'Neal. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Seattle making a change here. Prezic is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Williams, he's checked in for Terry. That's good from O'Neal.
And the talent O'Neal has is evident, and the exact type of big man any team would love to have.
To the middle. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Nails the baby hook. Abdul-Rahim's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Screen by O'Neal. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Rahim. The shot comes out. And so it's Seattle. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Seattle.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The Celtics shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he makes the first. And you look at the draft this year and the coming years, Clark, a lot more high schoolers are considering making the jump to the pros.
Yeah, and that's always been interesting to me. For some, it's the right move, but for most, that's a significant jump that shouldn't be made. But there is another pathway with the NBA founding the Development League in 2001, and that could give some of these high schoolers who may not be ready for the NBA a chance to gain some additional experience.
Now here's Payton to the left side wing. Evans outside. Here's Goldwire. Three-pointer. Rebound by Williams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Over Payton. Seattle grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Here's Goldwire. Pass to Payton. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Good tight handles for Gary Payton, and he knows how to use them effectively.
For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Supersonics.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And that one is good.
And such a valuable high percentage shot, and he does a great job of taking advantage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Boston. No good that time either. Seattle leading by 14. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Goldwire. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Pass to Crotty. Here's Delp. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Crotty. Tips it up. Wilkowski. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. He has 5.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Pass to Drobniak. Back to Payton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Jason Terry. He's checked in for the Celtics. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Boston needs to get off a shot. Out to the right wing. A nice shot by Delk. Delk's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Like the awareness. He keeps his focus with the shot clock running down.
Payton looking around. Pass to Drobniak. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Terry. Still yet to score. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
At a size disadvantage, clearly, but Terry still found a way to make it work.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Seattle Supersonics. At one point, they led by 16. They set the screen. Pass to Drobniak. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's McCarty. Terry with a screen on Mason. McCarty the pass to Abdur-Rahim. 3-pointer. McCarty, no good. Sonics leading by 13. Pass to Payton. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Mason the pass to O'Neal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And defenses know what O'Neal can do with the rock all over him that time.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from O'Neal. Boston making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to McCarty. Pierce with a wide open look. And again, it's Boston converting.
Tell you, when you watch Pierce work, he is well calibrated for the mid-range game.
Terry against Payton, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's McCarty. He has yet to score, and the 3-ball is good.
With his three-point shooting ability, Pierce can play either the 3 or stretch you out from the 4 spot. And that's part of what makes him so valuable.
Here's Houston. 32 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Seattle missing again. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Delk. And here's Pierce. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Cannot afford to give Abdur-Rahim prime-time real estate inside because he's dunking it on top of your head if you do.
Payton outside. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Payton. 5 on the clock. The tray. They get it again. Drobniak. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Here's McCarty. Seattle grabs the miss. O'Neal's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Payton. To the left wing. Back to O'Neal. And now running up the court. Pierce pushing it up. Now here's Terry. McCarty the pass to Terry. Houston pulls it in. Sonics leading by 10. O'Neal looking around to the right side. Screen by O'Neal. O'Neal on the wing. Clock at 6. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Count it, good. McCarty's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Halfway through the season and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Taking a look at Seattle, they're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
And I think for Seattle, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Here's Houston. 10 points for him. And yes, it's good.
Boy, you look at Allen Houston work, and it just seems so easy, comes so naturally to him to score the ball.
Pass to Delk. It's Pierce on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Sonics leading by 8. Here's Goldwire. Here's O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Inside, it's so hard to match up with the length of O'Neal, which is why he's able to draw fouls more times than not.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You always have to take advantage of trips to the line.
Pierce against O'Neal. Launches a 3. And Paul Pierce with the 3. Pierce has got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston.
And right now, Pierce is feeling it. His guys would be wise to keep finding it.
Here's Houston. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Houston pulls it in. Seattle leading by 6. 1:35 left to play in the first half. Out to Payton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Paul Pierce.
Known as both a lockdown defender and legendary trash talker, Payton plays with an edge that is infectious and annoying.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Payton. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game.
and he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
On the wing, Peyton. Terry covering. Pass to Houston. From deep. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Houston's got 15.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Seattle leading by 8. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Peyton. Peyton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. 26 points for him last game against Seattle.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Seattle has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Miller with a screen on Terry. Here's Peyton. The wing jumper off target. And so it's Seattle in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Here's Terry. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Pierce. Hits the front of the rim and out. Sonics leading by 8. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Peyton's got 8.
Boy, how about Gary Payton's silky look, working his way in close to the basket to make sure he got what he wanted in close.
Top of the key, Pierce. Banked in off the glass. 16 points for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Houston. Lays it up and banks it in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Terry. Pierce inside the three-point line. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
Over to the left wing. Houston. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Fires the 3. The rebound by Peyton. Sonics leading by 8. Here's Houston. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
What a nasty finish that was. O'Neal playing with a little attitude right now.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so You've got to like that progress.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Now here's Terry. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Here's Abdul-Rahim, and he uses the glass on the layup. Abdul-Rahim's got 8 points.
And you know what makes Abdul-Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use.
Pass to Houston. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Houston's got 5 points now in the quarter. Terry outside, and here's Pierce. The shot from the low post is good.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Payton kicks to O'Neal, to the wing on the left. O'Neal is screen on Pierce. Mason the pass to O'Neal. Fader on the way, and it's Seattle with another.
Sweet jump shot there. He knows how to pick his spots on offense.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. It's Pierce on the wing. Over Mason. It's hauled in by the Sonics. O'Neal's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Houston. Now here is Miller. 6 to shoot. Now Mason on the wing. Payton misses the 3. Pass to Pierce. Over Mason. That's good, and the Supersonic lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Pierce.
Another bucket. What a game this guy's having. I'd keep getting him the ball.
Here's Houston. Miller the pass to Payton. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Terry looking over the floor. Pierce up top. Jacks up a 3. Again, Pierce missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Payton kicks to O'Neal. O'Neal is screen on Pierce. Back to O'Neal. He's off on that one. Celtics trail by 10. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Terry. Terry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Payton the bounce pass. Now Mason, still scoreless. Here's O'Neal. The Sonics again can't hit.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Terry the pass to Dell. Now Pierce. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Pierce has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And how about the aggressive finish inside? You can't shy away from the contact down low.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to O'Neal. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, what a clean pass by Payton that time. He sees a ready shooter and gets it to him at just the right time.
Pierce for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Pierce has got 15 points in just the second half. Payton outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Payton. Ball stolen. Here's Terry. Drops in the breakaway layup.
He's so good at executing on the break. Terry doing a great job hustling to find his spot.
Outside, O'Neal. O'Neal is screen on Pierce. Mason the pass to O'Neal. Fades. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Now here's Pierce. He has 29. The teardrop falls in. And it's now only a 1-point Sonic lead.
Buttery soft. What a touch on that shot by Pierce.
Miller outside. Pass to Mason. Inside. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pierce down low. Started by Mason. Pierce kicks to Terry. Here's Payton. And the shot is good. That's 10 points for Gary Payton.
Gary Payton has a perpetual pep in his step. It's all energy all the time with GP.
Mason against Pierce. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Pierce has got 33.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. To the middle. Here's Houston. Rebound Boston. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. The Sonics leading. O'Neal outside. Lots of room. Houston can't get it to go. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Battie. Pass to Terry. Here's McCarty. Lock at 6. With the fadeaway. Houston pulls it in. The Supersonics have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. The shot by Payton, no good. Payton's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Terry outside. Pass to Pierce for the lead. Connects from 3-point range. Pierce has got 36.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Houston. 20 points for him, and it's good for 2.
Much respect for the jumper of Houston. He knows exactly when to let it fly.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Now Pierce. 1:52 left in the third quarter. O'Neal with it. Now Pierce defending. Payton passes to Goldwire. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to O'Neal. Trying to get open is Miller. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Boston has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now Pierce, defended by Payton. Pierce dishes to Terry. Baseline J on the way. Seattle grabs the miss. Miller's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Payton. O'Neal sets the screen for Payton. Another steal. Pierce for 3. And that's collected by Miller. Miller's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Houston, the pass to O'Neal. That puts them in the lead. O'Neal's got 9 points now in the quarter.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together,
we are going to see some monster games.
Pass to Pierce. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. And stolen by Peyton. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Left side, O'Neal. Over Abdul-Rahim. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Sonics lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Seattle's shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Here's Goldwire. It's picked off. McCarty the pass to Terry. To take the lead. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Wozniak's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the paint, Rezic. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Sonics lead by 4.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
Pass to McCarty. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's why you stay anchored to the floor. He made him pay with the fake that time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Goldwire. Pass to Mason. Screen by O'Neal. To the inside. And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Terry. Here's Sundov. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice job using his body on the screen and finding open space on his way to the hoop.
Here's Goldwire. Terry covering.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Delk the pass to McCarty. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Delk can't get the ball to go down. Sonics leading by 4. Here's Goldwire. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
McCarty, no good. The Supersonics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to O'Neal. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
O'Neal doing a nice job using his frame and strength to take the hit and still finish the shot.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Seattle.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
On the free throw, no good. Here's Delk. Pass to McCarty. Down low, here is Sundov. Takes it off the glass. Sundov has got 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness. When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
Terry outside. Floats one. Wolkowski. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Doing a nice job defensively that time. O'Neal throwing that one in reverse.
Seattle leading by 4. Here's Goldwire. As to Drobniak. And he goes in for the dunk.
Threw it down with force. Terrific flush.
And it's Terry with the ball for the Boston Celtics. To the middle, here's O'Neal. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about him.
The Celtics call time. Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's for 3. Rebound by the Sonics. At one point, they led by 16. Payton outside. As to Drobniak. Here's Houston. Just 5 on the clock. Over Delk. Offensive rebound.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Here's Delk. There's the screen. Good on the three-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Mason, the pass to Houston. Inside, here's Drobniak, and he converts the layup.
Great decision on the pick and roll, giving it up at the right time.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Mason against Pierce. Here's Delk. Houston pulls it in. Houston's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Payton with the ball. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now it's a 12-point Seattle lead.
I like the pass, moving it to get a better look.
Here's Crotty, defended by Payton. Crotty, the pass to Abdul-Rahim. Lays it up off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Sonics leading by 10. Payton the bounce pass. Here's Houston. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Payton. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Can't cash in from close range. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Crotty. Here's in the high post. And another basket for Boston.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Miller. Basket good. Miller's got 4 points this quarter.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Abdul-Rahim passes to Pierce. A three-pointer off the mark. Sonics leading by 7. Pass to Payton. And here is Mason. Miller outside. Here is Mason. The three. The shot missing. Here's Crotty. Defended by Payton. Here's Abdul-Rahim. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Petit. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Robniak's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Payton. Here's Robniak. Here's Houston. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They trail by 7. Here's Crotty. Oh, this basket will count. Blocking is the call. Three-point play chance here.
Big shot from Pierce. This is the guy they turn to when they need a bucket.
The Celtics call time.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
At the line for one. Celtics call timeout.
Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for the Sox. Terry's checked in for Boston.
One shot.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
The three is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
And here is Payton. Letzler's a three. He drills the three.
Smart, tough, unselfish. Excellent find by Gary Payton.
Celtics trail by 7. There's a good screen. Here's Delp.
Hey, yo, right here.
Got it to go off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside O'Neal. No one near him. And it's off. Boston shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Cool as they come in a tight spot like that. Great pulls.
Here's Houston. Eaton inside. Terry covering. Count it!
And there's cool. And then there's ice cold Payton. playing with ice in his veins right now.
Oh, softly lays it in.
Ice water in his veins. Pierce wants the ball when the game's on the line because he knows he can deliver.
Payton against Terry. Releases from 15. Doesn't get that one. Boston shooting very well right now. 52% in this fourth quarter. Off the glass.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was warranted. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
One shot.
And that one misses. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Now, here's Payton. Guarded closer. It's good.
Boy, that's a big-time shot from Payton, too. Willing to step up when he knows his team needs him to.
The Celtics call time. Outside Pierce. And the layup is off. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
On the wing, Terry, covered by Payton.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So a close game sees Seattle taking this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA.